Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, where we celebrate and have conversations with diverse people, organizations, and businesses making positive impact on lives and communities. In addition, we use the platform to highlight and celebrate events, places, and positive news. I am Dr. Kemi Akeode Adebayo, known as Dr. Mama K. In today's program, we continue to celebrate South Africa's Heritage Month 2024 in September, and this is the part 2. Yes, annually, Heritage Day is celebrated in South Africa on the 24th of September. It is a national day to recognize and celebrate the cultural diversity of South Africa, which is popularly known as the Rainbow Nation. Yes. And the theme for this year by the government is the lives of our heroes and heroines who laid down their lives for our freedom. So yes, for our first segment, we are sharing an in-video AI stock of a short video on cultural music, clothes, and more from South Africa. So yes, we're merging technology, as well at bold moves. We're taking those bold steps. So we are using the in-video AI stock to just share some, cultural things and music and clothes from South Africa. Enjoy.
Ready to mix tradition with modern flair? Let's celebrate South Africa's Heritage Month in style. Kicking things off, Bull Brand, a staple since 1957, is spicing up its classic look with a special edition can. Imagine beadwork that tells a story, right on your shelf. These limited edition cans are a perfect blend of history and art. But wait, there's more. Enter Nobu Kosi & Kosi, the genius behind Kosi & Kosi. Her new Heritage Month collection, unified in collaboration with African Bank, is turning heads. Picture vibrant prints and bold colors that honor our rich heritage, all wrapped in modern silhouettes. Fashion-forward and functional? Yes, please. These initiatives aren't just about looking good, they're about feeling connected to our roots. Bull Brand and Kosi & Kosi are giving us tangible ways to celebrate who we are. So, whether you're rocking a stunning outfit or admiring a beautifully designed can, you're embracing the vibrant culture of South Africa. Happy Heritage Month. Celebrate tradition. Embrace innovation.
I hope you really enjoyed our AI in stock video of, just showing you cultural and music and clothes, from South Africa and more. I hope you enjoyed. So for the second segment, yes, we will be featuring 3 amazing guests who we previously heard their stories, and we were just getting snippets, from them of their views on their cultural heritage. So yes, the 3 featured guests are Mr. Peter Van Wyk. He is the chairperson of Never Overthink Situation, Treat Opportunities Passionately, No Stop, they're known as, I know it's a mouthful. And he's based in Cape Town. It's from South Africa. And the title of his full-on video was called Love for Music, because of the passion he has for music. And our second guest, we will be featuring another amazing South African lady. She's Miss Nicole Abraham. She is the founder designer of House of Jocelyn, based in Cape Town as well. And the full-on video, which you need to check on YouTube and Facebook, we called it Aware of Opportunities, where she was talking about people being aware of opportunities, which was what she took and was able to do what she did. And our last and final featured guest for this segment is none other than Dr. Babatunde, known as Babs Omotowa, and he's an international oil and gas executive. He also many posts. He's based in the UK, Europe, and Nigeria, and the full-on program that we did with him was called From Storeroom to Boardroom. He's a Nigerian but of African descent, and somebody who's been exposed to culture all across the world. So we you'll see, what that is about. But we decided to choose these three, and share, their snippets of what culture and so on means to them. But let's hear first from Mr. Peter Van Wyk, where I was asking him, growing up, how was music? How did he get into music? Because yes, his love for music is evident, in what he does. Enjoy.
Thank you very much for having me, Mama Kay. My name is Peter Van Wyk. Okay, South African. And I'm glad to be on your show so I can talk a bit also of my past, how I grew up.
Yes, please. Let's hear the story, because I want to learn from you.
Yeah, it's but quite different as it is of today. Growing up in my time, that is where my love came for music. As we were going to church each Sunday, I belong to a Pentecostal church.
Okay.
And then I will go and sit right in front where the music are. Where the people are playing the keyboards, the guitars.
What age
the drums.
roughly? What age?
I was at that time 6 years old.
Oh, 6. Wow.
Yes, yes.
So you sit right in front.
In front, and then they saw, but this little kid, he is really interested. So they got me a chair that's a bit smaller than the normal chairs that the brothers and sisters sitting on. And that was my chair that I was sitting on. And from there, they started to teach me how to play a guitar.
Right.
And I didn't look back. I just went forward. My first guitar, I can remember, I couldn't barely get my arm around.
I can imagine, because okay, they don't have small guitar, do they?
Yeah, at that time they didn't have small
guitars,
yes,
but
they had medium.
Okay,
guitar,
okay.
But that was still too big
for you at that age.
Yes. Yeah, but because I did want to play, well, things didn't go as planned. Yeah, but that is how I started.
Right, but why guitar specifically? Why not the piano? I'm just thinking now.
Yeah, I think back in...
Or the drums.
Yeah, back in the day, it was more a guitar and a banjo.
Okay.
In church, yes, and what they call a piano accordion.
Right.
Yeah, because in many churches at that time there wasn't even electricity. So we couldn't also, electricity came in afterwards. Then
because the piano will now work.
Yes, then they got to the keyboards and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it was more the acoustic guitars.
Acoustic, okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's why there were about 4, 5, 6 brothers playing, so that there can be enough noise, guitar noise for the congregation.
I like that. Thank you so much, my brother, Mr. Peter. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, a lot of people pick up music in church, and you know, obviously, like you shared that, your love for music started with you going to church as a young boy, and not only that, seeing somebody was playing the guitar and you were fascinated by that. Oh, I wish I could play an instrument. I've always wanted to play an instrument, and my instrument is the drum. So if there's any drummer out there and you can teach me one thing or the other, I can't wait, you know, to get that lesson. And thank you so much, Mr. Peter, you know, for that. Because music, you know, as we say, it's a culture, you know, that we all basically should be exposed to, and we all love music, most of us, or almost all of us. Okay, for the next segment, we will be featuring the snippet with Miss Nicole Abrams. Remember, the full-on conversation is on YouTube, Bold Mills Africa YouTube and Facebook, where you'll see where I was asking more questions with Miss Nicole. But in this particular segment, I was asking her about the product that she makes, you know, why she was using the shwe shwe, which is a South African fabric. It's like what West Africans will call Ankara. It's like what in Scotland they will call kilt, you know. So the fabric is called shwe shwe in South Africa. So I was asking her why she decided to use, you know, that particular fabric, you know. Enjoy. Now let's talk about what you make, the products you make. So run us through them. I can see a lot of shwe shwe, which is a South African
Yes.
fabric. Why shwe shwe? And I can, maybe let's not come to this one, which I've been
Yes.
really fascinated about. So run us through what you make.
Shwe shwe, it's a South African made product in the Eastern Cape. We were staying in Bellville. We had moved to Bellville, and one of the suppliers were 5 minutes away from where I stayed. And I walked past the shop, and I always wondered what it is that they were selling. I walked in there and I immediately fell in love with all the colors. And over the years, I've been using shwe shwe, and then eventually I decided on what is it that I'm going to do, and how am I going to specifically focus on specific products where I diversify but not too much. And I decided on these 4 colors, which is the blue, green, orange and yellow colors in my collection. And I decided on this print, and I have 4 main products in my collection,
Okay.
which is my mini backpack, my moon bag, my crossbody bags and the little wallets. And from there I diversify with the denim, and then add some newer products for younger audiences as well. So these would be these small little bags.
They're all so cute, and I can see you didn't mention the hat there.
Yes, the bucket hats.
Yeah.
So I actually do have the bucket hats. It's a reversible bucket hat.
Oh, is
It's
it?
reversible.
Can we see?
Yes. So it's actually
That
reversible.
is so clever.
This is what it looks like.
Wow.
And you can either wear it on the denim side or on the plain side. And it does
Wow. If I wasn't having a bad hair day, I would have taken this off. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it. It doesn't matter.
There you go.
See this color, and then we have it. So that's got the logo in front. Wow. And then we turn it
other
the other
side.
way. Wow, this is so cute and
Yes.
clever.
And
So
it's
if I'm wearing
versatile.
blue, versatile. Wow. Okay, now you've seen my hair. Okay, just close your eyes again, and I'm going to put it back on. There we go.
Very quickly.
You made me do that, but I couldn't resist doing that. But that is so versatile. That
Yes.
is so clever. And the thing for me, I'm just looking at all your prints, and I'm not just saying this. The thing for me is, it's so neat.
Thank you.
So, you pay attention to details. It's, yeah.
Quality is very
Yeah.
important to me.
Okay.
And the finish of a product is very much important. I come from a background, a family where they worked in quality. Quality is, your garment needs to be properly finished, ironing, very important. And quality is not just about the type of fabric you use. Can be 100% cotton, but it's the way you stitch as well, and how you finish off, the type of thread you use. The thread I use is manufactured here in South Africa, which is a very good quality thread that I use in all my products. And as far as possible, I use South African manufactured,
I love that. Supporting local
Yes.
brands and local
because it's about
businesses as well.
the economy, growing the economy, about everything in the production chain moves around in the country, and that's how things grow as well. And as far as possible, I try to get fabrics from different suppliers in South Africa and those that manufacture as well.
Wow. You know what? We'll be right back. Wow, Nicole Abrams, the gentle and soft-spoken, born in Ravensmith, grew up with powerful women, your mom, your late grand, who you've named your brand, after House of Jocelyn, and worked first, in as an admin clerk, kind of setting, but which are all useful for you and deciding to start up in business. 6-year-old, you were already sewing, woo. You must have a lot of patience. People like you have too much patience. I need to move with people like you more. And your range, they're so beautiful. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Nicole, there. And yeah, Shweshwe is one of South Africa's favorite material that is known. It's a national, fabric, for South Africa. And it could be made into various things. She makes them into bags, backpack, wallet. We wear them, and so on. So yeah, I agree. It's the Shweshwe fabric is loved, across South Africa, even across Africa, which now some fashion designers are doing collabo and mixing the Shweshwe with mud cloth from Mali, with Ankara from Nigeria, and so on. Thank you for that sharing with us, Miss Nicole Abrahams. Okay, our final guest for today that will be featured, and remember, it's just snippets, is my brother from Nigeria. When I say brother, any Nigerian is my brother, and any African is my brother or sister, as it may be. So yeah, so Dr. Babatunde Omotawa, and I was asking him about his name. His name is a very popular name in Nigeria, and asking him about life growing up, in Nigeria, because we do have Nigerians who live in South Africa and other cultures, as well. Somebody like me, for example. So yeah, so I was asking Dr. Babs about, his name and of course, life growing up in Nigeria. Enjoy.
Thank you for coming. So let's start first with your name. Babatunde, I know it seems to be a popular name. Tell us a little bit about what it means and where you come from in Nigeria and life growing up.
Thank you very much. Babatunde, it's a native Yoruba name. Yoruba is the language spoken by people from the western part of Nigeria and also other parts of West Africa, even up to Brazil. In Babatunde itself means that a man, a father has come back, really. It's supposed to be like a reincarnation, which usually is given to a child born after the passing away of some male figure in the family. In my own case, it was my maternal grandfather that I was born after. So that's why I'm called Babatunde. It's a landmark and a way of remembering when a child was born in the olden days.
And do you have his characteristics? Has anybody told you?
I don't know.
You don't
exactly.
know. Okay, you haven't asked that deep.
All I know is that I was also very close to my mother, and I can imagine part of that may have been the result of that as well.
So she probably called you Babami or which is father.
Definitely, so, we had such a bond.
Right. So you use Babs for short, which is a name that you've used for a long time. So tell us where you're from exactly in Nigeria then.
So I'm actually from a village called Okurogbede. It's in current Kogi State. It's in the middle belt of Nigeria, not too far from the confluence city of Nigeria, where River Niger and Benue meet in Lokoja. So that's where I come from. But there's a Yoruba-speaking part of that region that I come from.
So I'm sure you have a different kind of dialect, even though it's Yoruba-speaking. It's probably not, it's a different kind of Yoruba, like the Egbas have, the Jebus. What would be your one from Kogi?
So we're called the Okun people. Okay.
Ah, Okun. Okay. Right. So you're an Okun people. How do you greet again?
Well, it depends on who you are greeting. It could be anything from Ekwe, Ekun. So it depends on who you are greeting.
Okay. So Ekun is for somebody senior or younger?
Ekun is for somebody. So if you use E, it means the person is senior. If you use O, it means the person is junior. And then depends on what you want to say. Ekason. So those sort of.
Thank you so much, Dr. Babs Omotawa, for sharing. Yes, That's a Yoruba name, Babatunde, which means father, literally, father has come back, and normally named, after a child who either the father or the grandfather on either side of the family, mom or dad, has returned, back. Not returned, in that way, but it's just something sentimental. So, like my husband too is Babajide, which literally means the same thing. So, our names are very important. My name Oluwakemi means God loves me. So that's all part of our culture. So thank you, for sharing that, Dr. Babs, and the fact that you said growing up on the farm, made you who you are, and spending your childhood in church, as well. Another influence that church, has, had an influence on another person, rather the church has had influence on, and the school you went to. So yes, thank you. And education for you, is indeed key, and we can see that in how you've grown, and you've you've got so many degrees, and so on. So I salute you, my brother, and yeah, kudos to all Nigerians living, studying, born in South Africa, who are making positive impact in the nation of South Africa. Okay, we'll stop for a quick break and we'll be right back. Thank you so much to our three featured guests who we had a full-on interview on, and this was snippets, on things related to culture as we celebrate the South African Heritage Month, this month. Thank you, Mr. Peter Van Wyk, Ms. Nicole Abrahams, and Dr. Babatunde Omotawa. Thank you in sharing, some of what has made you who you are, in terms of you, as a South African or a Nigerian. Thank you, for that. And can't wait to hear more stories, how people basically feel in terms of their heritage, and we will continue to share that for the month of September. And yeah, you see me, I'm always about showcasing heritage, African, as a British, as well as an American. I call myself a world citizen, yes, born and bred in Nigeria, but I've lived and studied in different countries. So for me, that has given me the view, that I have, and made me who I am. And yeah, we just need to embrace, the positive of our culture, the food, the music, the clothes, So I don't know, I just want to give you an homework. I'm always remembering this homework, or something you can do, just something simple. Find something about South Africa for you, if you're non-South African, that you could adapt, even if it's one day. Either go and try the food, listen to the music, and we're blessed with amazing artists all across South Africa. Those who have gone, those who are still around, from Maria Makeba to a lot of other people, my dear Zola. So well done, for all the artists and people who are doing so much. Pansula music, piano, the clothes, the fashion designer. I see you, Swagadaris, my dear brother. So there are a lot of people, young people, old people, doing so much in terms of the culture of South Africa, the music, the food, the language, as well. So what language are you going to pick up? So, and if you're a South African living in South Africa, so you are blessed and with having various people from across the world, especially Cape Town is a melting pot from people from Europe, from US, from Asia, from Australia and Canada, South America, Caribbean. So you can learn one or two as well about other people's culture, because that's the only way we get to learn more about each other, to collaborate, to relate, for unity, for peace, for love, and to love each other as God has loved us. So that's all we've got for today. Till next time. So yeah, please check on our full-on video on these three featured guests. Do support them, especially Miss Nicole Abrahams, who's an entrepreneur, who is doing amazing work, and work are just amazing. So we will feature her back again. We'll go back to see how she's doing. So yes, like, share, subscribe to Bold Moves Africa YouTube and our Facebook platforms. We've got various from Tigerberg Heritage Festival, Deaf, bold moves and so on. And as well, Instagram, we're hoping, to start moving more with the new age of digital, embracing digital world. So thank you for tuning in, for watching, for listening, wherever you're listening from. Do comment, like, share, comment. And till next time, it's me, Dr. Mama K, saying stay safe, stay blessed, love you all. Remember, God is love.